Good Saturday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Peterson, and let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Saturday. Starting off, what is going on throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Rainfall wise, nothing. Nice and dry. We're not seeing any sort of rainfall right now as we speak, and so that was expected. We weren't expected to see any sort of rainfall as we go throughout the first couple of morning hours here going into the afternoon. So, we weren't really expecting to see too much. But if we look at what's going on throughout the entire U.S., that's a bit of a different story. We have some rainfall going on in Wisconsin. Maybe you have mixed up precipitation with some snow in the UP. You have some rainfall in Washington State, Oregon, Montana, northern Idaho as well. So, for the most part, it looks like that we are definitely seeing a bit more of a decrease in terms of activity throughout the states in terms of rainfall. Now there are obviously other stuff going on, fire weather conditions, heat wave going on inside the Southwest, but in terms of convection, not much. Cloud cover, we do have a good amount of cloud cover going on right now. Upstate, low country, Midlands, all the areas, PD, Grand Strand, all receiving cloud cover right now as we speak. And so that will continue through even if we go on and look at our cloud cover for the future for today. That will continue all the way through here 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock p.m. And then as we all go all the way through to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, it just continues to stay with us. So, yes, we will see some clear spots here and there, but for the most part, cloud cover will remain with us today. Now, for our current temperatures, you have around 51 in Somerville, 55 in Charleston, as well as 53 in Orangeburg, 55 Beaufort, and as well as 53 in Georgetown, 54 Murray's Inland, and 55 in Myrtle Beach, 52 in Conway, and 54 in Sumter, 57 in Columbia, and 53 in Newberry, 55 Greenwood, Lawrence, 56 Greenville, 56 also inside of Spartanburg, and 56 in Gaffney, 54 York, Rock Hill, 57 Clemson, around a good 28 in Anderson, or 58 in Anderson, not 28. That would be a lot cooler. A lot cooler. Air quality for today, most of us are inside the moderate area, that yellow area, but there are a couple inside of the orange, the unhealthy for sensitive group. So, from Spartanburg down through Greenwood, down through Augusta, those areas, just limit just like a little bit of time outside if you are like sensitive to bad quality air or anything like that. So, this is just in the ozone and PM later. We see PM 2.5 and PM 10. So that's like the left side if you want to see what it's rated for. And so that's just what the current map tells us right here. So again, unhealthy for sensitive groups. Maybe don't be outside for too long, but everybody else, we should be fine. High temperatures for today, you have around 84 in Greenville, 83 Spartanburg, as well as 82 in Rock Hill, 86 Columbia, as well as 84 in Greenwood, 85 inside of Aiken, and 85 in Orangeburg, 85 Moncks Corner, and 85 in Walterboro, 80 Charleston, and 81 in Georgetown, 76 Myrtle Beach, 85 Florence, King Street, and 82 in Hilton Island. Wind for today, winds are going to be calm, around 5 to 10 miles per hour today. So it's going to be a pretty nice day today in terms of calm conditions. And then in terms of wind gust, we're going to be up to around a good 10 to around 15, 20-ish miles per hour today. Rainfall. As we move throughout today, 100th of an inch to a 10th of an inch goes for areas like Winnsboro, Columbia, Dewberry, Camden, Girard, Dillon, Anderson, 10th of an inch to a quarter of an inch for Spartanburg, for Rock Hill, and some may even see a quarter of an inch to an inch. So, this is from the rainfall that we could potentially receive today, as we were talking about last night. And so, these are just some of the accumulations. Now, in terms of the crazy score, if you have no idea what the crazy score is, it is a score that we see how crazy the weather is throughout the entire state of South Carolina. And right now we're at a 16. Why? Well, mainly because, number one, light winds, gusts of up to 15, 20 miles per hour possible. So, not too bad. And then as you go over into today also, very isolated showers and thunderstorms possible, and a little bit of a severe threat. No, not widespread, very isolated. We'll talk about that. Cloud cover, still staying with us, but not too crazy at all. And then I think that's really just about it. So I think cloudy, that definitely adds into the mix of why we're at that 16 through 30. And then also just due to the fact that we have, slightly breezy conditions up to 20 miles per hour. SPC outlook for today, we have a marginal risk of severe weather up there for Greenville, Spartanburg, Rock Hill, Columbia, going up over into like the western P areas, just to the west of Florence, Darlington, Hartsville, Bishopville, these areas. And it is for isolated damaging hail. Damaging hail is the main threat with this system as we go throughout today. So this will maybe be more like in like the evening time, but isolated damaging hail will be your biggest threat. And it's not going to be like a whole lot either. We're going to show the models in just a second, but it's not really a whole lot. Fire weather is not expected. Excessive rainfall is not expected either. So let's go and look at what I'm talking about. So we start off here at 8 o'clock in the morning. We go in and push this forward. You can see nothing pops up. I mean, it's 2 o'clock p.m. We still haven't seen anything form yet. We go all the way to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And finally, you start to see something form up there inside of the upstate. Let me go and switch to the composite reflectivity real quick. And you can see those showers, potentially storm activity moving its way down. This is 6 o'clock p.m. Moves all the way through 8 o'clock p.m., 9 o'clock, and then just turns into a bunch of rainfall by 10 to 11 o'clock p.m., even to 12 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it just continues to kind of just move its way down to the PD and the Grand Strand area. So, honestly, the way how it just turns from two storms with the isolated hail probability here, and then kind of just turns into like a whole just mush of moisture, kind of interesting to see. But that's pretty much all. I mean, we know that the ingredients are there. We checked last night. We saw that the dew points were there. We also went on and checked on the Cape as well, which we can still go on and check out and see that for sure it's still there. I mean, you even have an isolated pocket of 1,500 joules per kilogram there. But, yeah, the Cape is definitely here. I mean, we have, like, Cape up values up to, like, the 700s or so. And so that definitely can give us enough for a little marginal threat there. And that's all that I can see. So make sure, as we go in and end this off, make sure that if you have not hit the like button yet, go in and do so. Also, make sure you go and hit the subscribe button. We are at 724. We've been stuck at 724 for the past, like, almost week now. Let's go in and get off this number and make it to 725. Also, share with your friends, your family members, your acquaintances, people that you don't even talk to. It's free, and you can change your mind at any time. That's all, though. Make sure you hit those two buttons before you leave, and I'll be back tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. for your Saturday evening forecast update, and tomorrow morning with your Sunday morning forecast update. Make sure you hit those two buttons before you leave.